Hi Flosstube, it's Teresa from Nurse's Stitching Lifestyle in New Zealand. Welcome. This is video number 9. Today is the 23rd of July. Check it then. 2023. It's been a bit longer than I planned for the gap in between, but I had to go and buy a new phone to record. I also needed it for other things, but yeah, couldn't record because my phone was playing up. It was several years old, so we've now upgraded to a much better one. So hopefully even the pictures are a bit clearer. But enough about that. Right, so we're here today to talk about my cross stitch and where I have managed to get over the last few weeks. My work on my samplers, my work on my Christmas in July stitching, and my sampler plans for August and September. So we'll just get straight into it. It is a little bit of a mix, but we've got lots to sort of get through today. So first of all, we'll go through a couple of finishes that I have done this month. So the first one is Teresa Kogut. And this is Strawberry Manor. All finished. Yay! Stitched on 40 count that I dyed myself using the DMC, called for DMC threads. It's gorgeous, this one. Love how it's turned out. Teresa always has such beautiful designs. So using called for DMC threads. They're a little bit worn out, shouldn't they? As we do when they're sitting in and out of the bags. So most of mine nowadays are on thread drops. And the reason why is because I stitch a lot of 40, 46, well 36, 40, 46, 56. Yes. And I use one strand. So I like the fact that I can just pull out one strand at a time without having to pull a whole heap off the bobbins and then pull a thread out, and then you've got to keep track of where the loose ones are and the one you're using, and then wind them all back on. So, no. So I am using up my bobbin thread, bobbinated DMCs as well, but a lot of mine sit just on those. So glad to have that one finished. I think I'm probably going to make it, I just don't know. I don't think I'm going to frame it, but I have a couple of finishing ideas that I just need to play around with. And once I've got that organised, then I'll let you know when I'm once it's finished, how it's going to be, fully finished. Okay, so the second one was Summerhouse Pincushion. Now this is Blackbird Designs, and it is actually in the Honeysuckle Manor book. I have stitched this one on 40 count that I hand dyed myself using the called for threads. It's really hard to see in the light. So we have peach, very light, and the other one is cappuccino, a little bit darker. So I made my fabric dark-ish. Needle still in there, because I wanted it to have that real faded aged look, like it's been, you know, sitting in the sun, made ages ago. It's pretty good colorway there. Love how it's turned out. It's done the effect I wanted it to do. So now I've just got to find the right fabric for the background and assemble my pincushion. I think I've got another piece even of this, so if I get to that stage where I really want it to be put together, I may just put another piece of 40 count on the back of it to make my pincushion. But so glad to have that one finished as well. So that's 2 more off my large whip list. Sorry. So the next one, well, they're not really in order. All right, they're just here. The next one that I worked on, or is in here, is on the 1st Monday night of the month. I have a get together on Zoom with some friends that are all stitching the Uffindell sisters. Now I've finished Anne is up on my wall. So a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, I started Isabella. It's got to be an Uffindell sister to be able to stitch along in the group. So this one only gets that few hours a month. So it's going to be very, very slow progress. It's being stitched on 36 count using DMC threads. Now I have completed the whole border all the way around, just the outline, just one slant of it, of the cross, just to make sure that we're all the way around, everything works out. And then I started going back. So the first week, oops, roll it around everywhere. The first week I'd done the centre flower, so I know where my top is and I know where the centre piece is. So then I started doing the second layer of the green to basically finish off the page of the outline, and then even smaller, stitch this little wee flower when we were on our Zoom as well. So all the dark green, the little wee flower, and then started in on the various leaves. So yeah, maybe 3 hours stitching. Not a lot for a month, but no hurry. Lots of other wonderful things that I'm stitching on as well. So here's all the colours. Beautiful. Yes, so she's going to be a very long-term goal at this stage until I get the real itch to get her finished. Let's get her back into there. Another one I have worked a little wee, sorry, all my little tables are wobbling. Worked a wee bit on, namely a couple of sessions on one weekend, was Sarah Brazier. 2018 Queen of the May from Hands Across the Sea Designs, or Hands Across the Sea Samplers, sorry. Love this, loved it when it first came out, got it, didn't start it for ages, and I thought, get going on it, she's a big girl and she needs to be done. So on mine I am stitching on 56 count, white, so not the beigey colour but white. And she's coming out beautiful. So here's the whole piece so far. I've done little bits of the satin stitches, but not the whole thing, just sort of using up threads as I've finished out other little bits. But this time round, let's fold it up so it's a bit easier to see. This time round is where I concentrated down in the bottom corner. So I've started filling in the tree. You can see it's starting to get a bit darker, and worked on the pot and the flowers on the one next door to it. And I think I put another couple of down here some more green into the border, but not a lot. Once again, just steady little progress. Every stitch will get us there. So here's the DMC threads, all the greens and blues, a little bit of peach, yellows, tans, love it. So she, absolutely enjoying working on her. Probably won't get a lot this month on her, but I would like to at least get another motif done. That's my aim, at least a motif. Reasonable size motif, not a tiny little one. Reasonable size one, each one. Okay, so then the other one I've been working on, which I was stitching on last night in the evening and the night before in the evening, was the Rose Wreath Sampler by Gigi. She's gorgeous. She would probably be my go-to sampler at the moment. Pick her up whenever I can. So these are the called for colours. So there is a mix of classic colourworks, shaker thread, sampler threads, shaker threads, simply shaker threads, sorry, and Wheat Dye Works and DMC. So what I couldn't get in the other ones locally, I just used my DMCs for. But love all the colours. Love how it's coming out. So let's have a look. This, I can get it far enough, pretty much, is the whole thing. Alright, so what I worked on this time round, I finished the centre rose wreath. All the stitching is done on the wreath now. She's gorgeous. And then the last couple of evenings I came down and I wanted to work on the one at the bottom. So I'd already done the ribbon and I've been working on the greenery and the start of the roses in there. It is definitely two birds that are in amongst it. So I want aim to get the greenery done and then we'll work on the birds in there. But I absolutely love this. I love how it's coming out. I didn't finish in the, let's show you. In the centre here, cartouche, I guess you would call it, is all the details about the young lady that originally stitched it. I'm half and half. I want to put her and the other half I want to put me on it. I'm still debating. I think I might put her and her the year it was stitched, and then I might put my name in the year that I finish it. I think is what I'm going to do in the middle here instead of all of this other bits, because I can put their details on the back of it when it's framed anyway. Yeah, so goal, get some more of this done. She is definitely my go-to pickup. Sits by my coffee table, and I just pick it up when I want to put a thread in here and there. So I love the rosary sampler. So that was my samplers that I've worked on in the last few weeks. Not a lot, but mostly because I've been concentrating on my Christmas in July. Before we go into that, I should explain my wall behind me. We're in a different room. We're in my craft room today. I thought, well, we'll have a bit of a change of background. So this is what is behind me when I'm sewing. Yeah, some of them I've shown, some of them I haven't. There's quite a few Paula Vaughns in there. Teresa Winslow, the castle, I think I've shown that. Let's have a look. This one is for my granddaughter when she was born. This one is for my youngest son. Ooh, reflection's very bad. And this one was for my eldest son when they were born. Of course, we've got the dimensions, the pussycat one, a family tree over here. I will show these in close up in another video. And that is actually the one of my grandmother, maternal grandmother's family tree. I also have stitched my maternal grandfather's family tree, but just haven't had it framed and do need to do that. What else have we got? There's a Noah's Ark one up the top. It's the dollhouse one, and it skipped my brain at the moment who it is by, but I will show those. And then a couple more children's one, If I Grow Up, and then one about in the garden. And that's sort of as far as you can see of what is behind me. But yes, we will go through those in another time. Okay, so for Christmas stitching in July, I've kind of jumped around a weeny bit, as you do. And I've just been sort of working on little bits and pieces. But I did pull out... Actually, let's do it this way. Just pop that one here. Pop this one up here. Right, so this is my list. If we can see it. Christmas stitching in July. One huge list. Alright, but I'm not worried if it doesn't all get done in July. We've still got plenty of time. So off of that, I have worked on, or started and worked on my missing Prairie Schooler Santa. I've done all the others apart from this year, and I couldn't find this one here. I don't know where I've put him, whether he's still in a box out of my garage from the move. He wasn't with my Christmas ornaments. And it wasn't until I was packing up Christmas that I'm like, there's not enough. Calculated, worked it out. This guy here's missing. I'm like, I know I've stitched him, but I can't find him. So, why panic? Let's just stitch him again. So I've started. So we've started on the sack, part of his beard. What else have I done? His hand and the fluff around his cuff, and then the bottom of his jacket. So then all of the rest of this big bulk here is all in the red. And then we've just got a bit more beard in his face and hat, and a bit of greenery on that one. So I'm away for work for a week coming up soon, and we don't get much downtime, but something like this will be great for on the plane, or in the evenings, even if it's only one thread. So yeah, so started the missing Prairie Schooler Santa. Okay, sorry for the crinkle. I have also worked on, oh no, say this coloured picture on. Let's have a look. What are they called? Oh, Christmas 3 from Hands On Designs. So we've got Peace, Joy, and Noel. So I think I'd already done Peace, if I remember right. And then now I have done Noel. He just needs a little bit of green up here, and the little bit of gold that goes with it, and then that's it. That's that one completely finished. And then I've just got number 3. So this one here may also come away with me. Nice big hole, easy stitching. So that is actually just on a charcoal rather than a black. So 32 count charcoal from Swaggart. Loving that, loving how it's coming out. Sorry, there's a little bit of rattling because there is a little bit of bits and pieces in here that just needs to be, just going to have to drop. Okay, so another one that I worked on. I'll start on. So, whoops, sorry, looks are so small, isn't it? Righty-ho. So, another start that I wanted to do was the stockings from the Home for the Holidays series by Blackbird Designs. And I kept debating on my 2 fabric choices, which was eucalyptus or bramble. From eucalyptus was from Fox and Rabbit. Bramble was from Picture the Spice. Mottled, lovely. In the end, the bramble won out, and I started with the first one. So almost there, not a lot to go. Where am I at? So just on the last little bit of the top of the flower here, and then we've just got the alphabet in the little bit. So that won't actually take that long to get this one finished. But love how it's coming out. It's looking awesome. It makes them look huge like that in the camera, doesn't it? But they literally, that's the size of my length of my thumb, and that's the bottom of the stocking. So they're not too big. And using called for DMCs. That's that one. Sorry, I'm going to pop that down there. Okay. So another one that we worked on was another big project. Was the Merry Christmas from Our Forest Embroidery. Started it the year they brought it out for Christmas, which was a few years ago, and kind of been a bit slack on it. So I have managed to get a little bit done. Sorry, just make sure I'm getting everything out. Right, so I ropes there. I have started, I haven't finished pinning them, but I've just sort of put them on their boards, has their batting on them, getting ready. So we have M, the E, one R, second R, it's not pinned yet, but finished, and then I started stitching on the Y. So I'm quite happy with that progress. I had the M for Mary, I had that already done. So all the others have been finished. They'd been started like with the letter, but hadn't done all the outside work. So all that's done and all the sparkle. I will be really happy if I get Y finished so that the word Mary is finished for Christmas in July. I would also really like to have them fully finished, but that could be pushing it now that I have to go away for work. So yay, nice progress on that one. Sorry, just need to do a little bit of rearranging my basket here. Okay, so another one, lost the picture, that I've been working on and really want to get completed is Kringles from Little House Needleworks. So this is another one that I kind of just pull out along with my samplers because I miss my sampler stitching. I can't just do the Christmas all on its own. So in the top part I have, make sure I get the right side. Oops, all going to fall down. This one here, just to finish filling in the fence line. I have finished this one, and I think, pretty sure this one is finished as well. 3/4 of the way through this window. I filled in all the brickwork on the second level and have just about completed this room. There's only a couple more little wee bits. A little bit more progress on this one. Haven't even started this room. It's a bit empty. Didn't really put any more into the Kringles sign. And then I came down and I've done the inside framework of these rooms. I then started on the middle, so I put the deers and the lanterns, the parts in the doors. So yeah, really started filling it in, which is nice. It was nice to have a break from the little wee, you know, 3 stitches here, 4 stitches there at the top. Loving this. 40 count, so goal to get that one finished definitely by Christmas. Don't think it's going to happen for Christmas in July, but that's okay. Sorry, I'm just going to pull out a few more things, so you can bear with me for a second. Pop that one back in there. That one back in there. And that second one. No, there. Okay, sorry. Talking to myself. Not good. Right, so a start and a finish that I had was the tree lot by Hands On Designs. Love these. Got these from the Jingle Ball that was on last year. Can't wait for this year's one. So looking forward to it. I've stitched these on 20 count black Ada and absolutely love how they're standing out on the black. Just using the DMCs. But oh my gosh, love them. I haven't decided yet whether I want to kind of do them, you know, like this in a pot, make them look like a tree, or if I just want to make it, like an ornament in that shape with the rounded corners and just have them hanging on the tree like that. Quite tempted just to do them as an ornament for the finishing side. So all 3 stitched and finished stitched, ready for assembly. So that was great to have that one done. Another one I worked on and finished, I haven't done too bad, was by Stacy Nash, and it is the Merry Christmas Pinkeep drums. So I had finished stitching the border around the outside, and here is the top. All done now, completed. So love that. Stitched it using 902 DMC. One of my favourite reds, burgundies. But yes, can't wait to actually have a weekend where I can do a finishing weekend. I was hoping it might have been this one before the end of the month, but no, not to be. I had my granddaughter yesterday and last night, so we didn't get very far in anything other than colouring in and cutting pieces of paper out and gluing. All the things you do with the young ones. Okay, so then my last Christmas stitching and my last finish so far for my Christmas stitching is Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs. So clear. Love this. So this one is stitched on 40 count that I dyed myself, and here is the border to go around the drum. Love it. Love the colours in it. Gorgeous. So it's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And then we have the top. Isn't that wonderful? Love it. Can't wait to assemble this one either. Probably really need a week off work just to do some finishing. And here's all the colours. So I use the DMCs. Most of my Christmas I do use the DMCs because I think it's only out, in my case, about 8 weeks because I put it out in November. Can't wait. But just love the colours. So yeah, that was my Christmas in July stitching. Now, I've been really good this month, other than framing build, and I'll be picking those up shortly. From the framers, one of them is finished, the other one is not, so that's okay. Only purchase I made was 3 Mill Hill centres from lovely lady Judy, who was selling them on our online New Zealand cross stitch group. So 1 little centre, 2 little centres, and 3. So no intentions of starting them anytime soon, but I thought they might be handy for the trips away that I had to do for work to get me going. Right, so that's my Christmas in July stitching, and basically between now and Christmas I'll just keep working on them. There's still a little bit more that I haven't even started. Well, sorry, I have started them. I just haven't picked them up this month to work on them. So if I can get through, this is my, once again, my Christmas in July stitch. So I've got my 1, 2, 3 ticks for what I have fully finished stitching. And then I have everything else that I'm like working on. So I'm just going to keep this list going. And other than I want to stitch the it's Priscilla and Chelsea's, what are they? Stitching with the Housewives, their Jolly July Christmas rounds. I'm not too sure about the other ornamenty one. But I want to definitely buy the rounds to go with my other ones. I might start stitching those, throw them into the mix as well. But I just want to keep working on these. This is my goal, to have finished before Christmas this year. Big goal. We'll get there. Okay, so then, other way, sorry. I have lots of pieces stuck on here. So this is my whips so far for the year. So currently I've had 29 all up. Not counting Christmas, I don't count Christmas. Well, apart from this has got a 1 Christmas on it. All 2. So at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 finishes. So I have 21 whips. Not too bad. A lot of them are quite big. I have gone through and circled 1, 2, 3, 4, which will then bring me down to 17. I think I'll be down. But the other 4 that I want, I'm gonna put it out there. I want to finish this year. Should be 5. Should be Sarah Brazier. Ooh. Find my marker and mark here. 5 that I want to finish this year. So Sarah Brazier by Hands Across the Sea samplers. The Rose Wreath sampler, of course. Sorry, excuse me. In all things, be exceedingly diligent. I started and finished and be kind to one another. Well, didn't start it, sorry. Finished it this year. So I want to finish the partner one, because next year I would like to stitch the 3rd one in the series. So I need to get that one finished. The Brick House sampler has been ongoing for a very long time, and I just need to seriously sit down and get it finished. So I want that finished this year. And the other one that I haven't pulled out yet this year and really stitched on, I think I've done 2 days, that's it, is Endale by Shakespeare's Peddler. So a couple of really big ones in there, and a couple of sort of medium, small, for me small, but for other people maybe medium size, to bring my whips down. And the reason why is because I'm going to start 8 new sample projects in the next 8 weeks. So what I'm planning on doing for August and September, because I've been an avid collector, if you like, of what I like stitching. If I like the pattern, I'm going to buy it. And the problem with that is so much new stuff comes out that I keep buying it and buying and buying. So I kind of looked at it and I went, I fall in love with all this new stuff, but I'm still in love with my older stash, if you like, that I've had for a while and haven't started yet, because you keep thinking, you know, too many whips, too many whips. So I've decided, I picked 8. They're a mix of older ones and newer ones, and I'm going to get them all started. These are some very, very big whips, so there's no hurry to get them finished. But the ones, if I don't get them started, I'm not going to work on them. Simple as that. Right, so I've decided to call it Stash Sampler Starts. Now this is the hashtag I'm going to use on Instagram. So if anybody wants to join in, you can start 8 new samplers if you like. If you don't want to start 8 new samplers, it's a bit hard to read it on that. But the other one is, yeah, it is a little bit hard, not dark enough, that I thought we could use, because I've got a friend that's going to do this with me, and she's one of the, I have 2 friends that are definitely doing it with me. One of them is starting 8 projects, the same as me. The other one is working on 8 projects. So she's working on 5 and starting 3, I think. 3, wasn't it, Sue? 3? So we come up with another hashtag of Stash Sampler Stitching. So it's got to be all from your stash. Can't go and buy a new piece. You can't go and buy, you know, new thread. Well, we'll let you buy a thread if you need it, if it's missing. But basically, something you've had kitted up, all started, and you just want to make a bit of progress on it. So the idea is that I'm going to work on, start one of these a week. And when I say start, it might get 1 day start and stitching on it. It might get 4 days stitching on it. It might get all 7 days stitching on it. I don't know. It will depend on if it holds my interest or not. And also what else is happening. Like I know this first week, I'm away in Queenstown for it. So I might get lucky if I get 1 thread in henna. Hopefully a bit more than that, but it will depend on how tired I am. Okay, so let's have a look. I didn't bring my diary in with me. Silly girl. It's a problem when you're doing it in a different room, isn't it? Alright, so I have shown you these before. Sorry, it's going to sort of have a little bit of a shuffle. I'm make sure I get these all in. Oops, I don't want it to tip over either. All in the right order of how of when I'm going to start them. So I am going to class my starts as the 1st of the month. So 1st of August, which is a Tuesday. So every Tuesday I'm going to start a new project. Whether it is 1 stitch, 10 stitches, 5 hours of stitching. I don't know. But yes, I will be starting. Sorry, this is going to fall off. We might just have to do a little bit of shuffle. A little bit of jiggle. Let me put it on there and hope that they don't all fall down at once. Righty-ho. So, Hannah Campbell. Hands Across the Sea. Recent release. Love it. Love seeing everybody's progress coming out. So, or, you know, that fear of missing out. Sometimes it's really real. So 1 2 3 stitch supply. No. Where did I get these ones from? Traditional Stitches. Just try and think. In Canada. I ordered my kit from. So 103 silks. And my fabric is, let's have a look. 46 count vintage sand dune lakeside linen. Love the mottling on this. It's a wee bit hard to see with the lights, so can't wait to get started on that. Now, because I'm going to be away, 46 count might just be a little bit hard to stitch on. I'll have to see. I'll take my magnifier with me and see what the hotel lights are like. If not, I'll have Christmas ornament stitching with me and we'll get that done, and I will do this when I get back. So that's Hannah. Hannah is my first one. So the first Tuesday of the month. So 1st of August. My second one. Now this one has been in my stash. I've wanted it for a very, very, very long time. And I bought it before the world stopped and we went into all the COVID lockdowns and that. And I just have not started it. So she's coming out. The Dutch Sampler by Permin of Copenhagen. I love this. Absolutely love this. I so want this done and up on one of my walls. So DMC threads called for. I think I still need a couple of colours, but I have a set of old clothes drawers, if you like, that is absolutely full of DMC threads. My fabric of choice is 46 count Fox and Rabbit Up in the Attic. Slightly mottled, a bit blowing out there. It's a little bit darker. Come back a little bit. No, still quite yellowy there, but I'm sure most of you have seen Fox and Rabbit Up in the Attic. Sorry, just dropped something on the floor. Can't have that because there's cats going around and around. Fishy plastic. So yeah, 46 count. So that will be the second Tuesday of August that I will be starting that. And I should be back from Queenstown for that. Okay, project number 3 was a release last year. I'm sure it was, from Market. I Had a Father, Kind and True, Alice Clark, 1844, from Cross Stitch Antiques. I really love this one. I love the big red house. Just red. It's red. You've got it. In my head, red has got to be done. Doesn't matter. 100 threes. And this time, my choice of fabric is, we'll cut it out instead. 46 count hog bristle. Excuse me. From Fox and Rabbit. Now I did do a little test to start, just to sort of see, but that was with the DMC threads, and then decided, nope, I'm not stitching DMC. I'm doing the 100 threes. So I'll pull this out before I start. But love the greenie in this, and I think that is going to look really nice. Really nice on that. So that one will be start number 3. So this is still all in August. So my next one. So since I finished Teresa Kogut, we have to have another Teresa Kogut, of course. Sorry. So the next one I want to stitch from hers is Let Love Rain. So in this one we're going totally away from the reds and we're going for the blues. But love it. I'm wanting to start that one for a while. PDF file. Absolutely love it. So this one I have decided is going to be on 46 count Russian Caramel from number 12 Stitch Co. Love Nicola's threads. They fabrics, sorry, not threads, fabrics, gorgeous. Absolutely lovely to work on. Beautiful, beautiful colours, beautiful mottling. So here's all my colours. So lots and lots of neutrals, dark browns, love the blue. You think it's going to be like a dark blue in there, but it's actually just that beautiful light blue. It's DMC 926. It's gorgeous. So yeah, the only colour I haven't added in there is black. But I'm not worried about that. I have plenty of black floating around. So yes, so that one is start number 4. Which is pretty much will then bring us into September. Right, so start number 5 is another one I've had for a long time. And I've been keep seeing lots of lovely people stitching it. My gosh, I was watching their Flosstube the other day. No, sorry, it's gone. I'll think about it as soon as I press stop on the video. Another Hands Across the Sea sampler. So you're going to see a lot of Hands Across the Sea samplers. Elizabeth Furnace, 1836. And there's a group of ladies that are doing the stitch along for this. And I've been putting it off. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring it into this group. Let's get it started. It's been kitted for, gosh, I don't know how long. So we need to get going. So it's going to be on 40 count that I've dyed myself with a combination of tan and brown ripped dyes. I love the shade that it's come out. It's gorgeous. Got a little bit of, mottling in it, a little bit of light patches and stuff, but nothing too overboard. Love it. So that's going to be her fabric, and then using all the DMCs, reds, pinks. That's a lilac, 160. Yes, it's one of the lilac-y blues. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. I'm even looking forward to stitching those 1/1 sheep. They're not going to beat me. I will do it. So yes, lovely colours, the coral in it, the greens, just the combination. Absolutely love it. So can't wait to start that one. So that's start number 5. Right. So start number 6. Oh, that's not that pattern. Oops, we're out of order in here. Right. Start number 6 is GH 1857. Love it. I'm going to do the sampler first and then I'll do the smalls. So, my choice of fabric for this one is another one from number 12 Stitch Co. This one is Russian Caramel as well. I think it might be one of my favourites. And called for dye weeks threads. So another one that's like got the brown tannies, the greens and the blues. So I love all my stuff that has red in it, but it's nice to occasionally have something you can pick up these different colours. Just keeps you stimulated a bit more. So yeah, they're going to look awesome. I have done a little test and this shows up absolutely fine. A little bit faded, but that's what I want. That's the whole idea of this one, I think. So can't wait to get that. So that one will definitely be start number 6. Okay, start number 7. And I think Zeb's starting this with me, aren't you, Zeb? Hopefully yours is all ready to go. Exemplars from the heart, and they singed. I've had the pattern for a little while. Did get it from a store that didn't have any left. Got grabbed with the last one at the time, but I do believe they do now have some more back in stock. So I'm saying that the price has gone up, but so is the price on everything else. Love it. So yes, I will be starting that one. So I have my fabric of choice. So this one, they normally do it on a 40 count, but I'm going to do it on a 36. One, because I have a piece big enough. And I'm going to do it on Blake clay from Fox and Rabbit. I didn't really want to buy another piece of fabric, so the colours will work well with this. All the called for, what are we? Gentle Arts, mostly sampler threads by the look of them. So yes, greens, purples, blues, oranges. Oh my gosh, love it. And they're gonna look absolutely wonderful on there. So, start number 7. Wonderful, looking forward to it. I will show you the project bags as I work on them, and that when we do that, rather than showing it on this one. And my last start is another one that I've had for a little while, and it has been sitting, waiting patiently for its turn. Okay, so it's an older one from Hands Across the Sea Samplers, Elizabeth Harding, 1791. I love this. Look at that red house. Those beautiful roses. Oh my gosh. And the red border. And if I remember right, the red border is in Algerian islets. So all of this red border on the inside is all Algerian islets. I cannot wait. Love it. Love it. Oh, I just realised the little birds. I've been so busy looking at this and awing. Yeah, I didn't miss those. So this one is another one from number 12 Stitch Co. But this time, is it Antiquity? I think it's pronounced. It's beautiful. And I need to get them all threaded up. They're all in there. And the DMC thread colour for it. So yes, that is my 8 samplers that I will be starting. So while I'm starting them, I'm still going to work on my whips, still going to work on my Christmas stitching. So it may seem like a lot, but it's not really when you've been waiting so long to start them. It's just that they're all going to be grouped together in that short period of time. Okay, so once again, recap. From the 1st of August to the end of September. Hashtag stash sampler starts, or hashtag stash sampler stitching. I will put it in the show notes underneath once this is uploaded and ready to go. But yes, that's it. We got to the end. Yay! So yeah, just hope everybody's well. Because we're in the middle of winter down here, a bit croaky and been a bit unwell, but all good. Nothing major, nothing bad. So just winter flus and bugs. It's awesome, but slower on the concentration with the stitching, but that will it'll disappear and we'll be okay. Hope everybody's keeping warm if you're in the southern hemisphere. Keeping cool if you're in the northern hemisphere. You guys have been having some high temperatures up there. Just everybody keep safe, keep stitching. Always remember, one stitch at a time will get these samplers finished. Okay, just one stitch. That's all you need to do. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Happy stitching.